there everyone, happy full moon in Taurus. I hope that you're all having a great week so far. Some people going through some really heavy energies that they need to work through, transmute and handle, but we're getting there and we're moving to something that is going to be quite transformational. So as we know by now, I think we need to just hang in there and see how it goes and take one step at a time and realize that there are lessons to be learned, there's energy to be released, there's healing to be done, and just take it in our strides and know that there's something positive that's going to come out of it at the end. Okay, so for our full moon reading today, I've decided to do it a bit earlier so that it gives people a chance to actually do something before the full moon. I don't always get a chance to do that. In an ideal world, this sometimes happens for me. So I've just prioritized and made sure it's early enough. I apologize in advance for any background noise that's beyond my control. But I will try and speak loudly over it, okay? So we're going to do my usual setup. We're going to look at energies that are leaving us or going out. We're going to look at energies coming in for us. And we're going to look at what advice we have for the energies that we're dealing with now and what we need to do. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Isis Oracle here first. Okay, beautiful, beautiful deck. And I'm going to ask just for one card from the Isis Oracle to show what energies are going out, what energies are coming in, and what advice it can impart for us at the moment. Okay, so what energies are leaving us or going out at the moment, please? What energies are going out today? I think that's going to be our card if it falls out. Yep, that's our card. Ancient power mysteries. Hear the rattle of Isis playing. Okay, the first thing I get here is resonance and picking up on certain energies. Okay, so I think that this is something that we have developed, that we are now cognizant of. And this is about getting in tune, noticing synchronicities, noticing harmony, synergy, all of those kind of things, and seeing these things in our lives. The minute we sort of start tapping into that is when we know that we're actually getting into alignment with not only our personal purpose, but just with life itself, and getting back in touch with nature, the universe, how things work, and getting our energies sort of aligned with the flow of the other energies around us that we need to be in harmony with. I think we've been very out of sync for many, many years, couple of decades now, and this is where we're starting to sort of get back into our groove. We're starting to understand attunements. Okay, that's the word that also comes to me, and just like getting our groove and getting into some kind of synergistic, harmonious kind of vibration or flow with the things around us, with the earth, with the universe and the workings of it, understanding things, looking into metaphysical things again, and getting more in touch with our inner selves. This is what this is saying to me today. Okay, so this is energy going out. It's almost as if it's saying to me the lesson has been learned. We're being told again as well that we are protected. There's definitely balance here now, even though it may have come in weird and wonderful ways or sporadically, but this balance is being restored now, and the heavy energies of us having to adjust with this, I think, is what's going to be moving out. Okay, so what energies are coming in for us tonight, please? With the full moon in Taurus, what energy is coming in? Divine sisterhood, community of the spiritual sisters and brothers of the light. Okay, this is us realizing that a lot of things happen on the level of collective consciousness. All right, these attunements and these things that are happening over here, this has now brought us to this stage where we realize, hey, you know, we actually do have a lot in common. I'm going through things that other people are going through. If we look at social media, you know, posts on Reddit, Instagram, Facebook, all of that, when I do posts specifically as well, I've found myself, people are saying, well, I didn't know this was happening to me. Or somebody comments and the next person comments and they say, yes, I've had this as well. And people start saying, wow, I'm so glad because I don't feel alone in this. I realize that other people are experiencing the same things. There's some kind of synchronicity or something happening here. And we are realizing now and accepting it, where we've come from a society of late where we've been really segregated, we've isolated ourselves, we've gotten into the mentality where we don't like people, and that's because people in general haven't been very nice, including ourselves at some points. And we have to own up to ourselves and realize that and admit it sometimes. But we're now starting to get back into groups where we're actually in more alignment with each other after having sporadic moments, after ending relationships and friendships that no longer served us. We're now finding other kindred spirits or people that we connect to that are all more in alignment with us. So we're starting new groups that are on a higher vibration, are more aligned with what we want and how we want to feel about ourselves, and supportive friends that are genuine, who have our best interest at heart, who are honorable, who have integrity, all of those kind of things. The more we raise our vibration, the more we attract people like this. And this is what is happening. This is this group effort, this sisterhood or brotherhood or some kind of kinship that's happening here. This is actually lovely. This is speaking very much about collective universal energies, which is what I always focus on. This reading's always for the collective, and a lot of people say to me, how can you do a collective reading? That's just not possible. But they don't realize that the cliched statement of we are all connected is so, so true, and people are starting to click now and see. Okay, so what is the best advice for us now, please? What do we need to know the most, or what advice can you give us? What advice do you have for us for the full moon, please, in Taurus? It will come. It's just trying to get to the right one. Okay, I'm going to take both of these. Stay true and be in your power. Osiris or Osiris, however you want to pronounce it, and Isis, Lord and Lady of divine authority. Alright, this is beautiful. This is about balance again. It's about rebirth. If you know the story of Osiris and Isis, you know that she resurrected him, and she was so desperate for him to be by her side again, even though he was dismembered by Set and his body strewn all over the world. She went and she found him and rebirthed him, so to speak. So this is a story of rebirth, and it's about staying true and being in your power. This couldn't actually be more of a direct message if we tried. I'll always say, stand in your power, be honest with yourself, be true to yourself, be true to your purpose, even in your job, in your vocation. Choose something that you're truly aligned with, that gives you joy. And if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. You've heard me say all of those cliche sayings, but they are so true. And here we go. Here it says to us again, stay true and be in your power. It's safe to be powerful. This is something that I've spoken about before as well. People are so reluctant to be powerful because we associate power with the abuse of power. And we associate it with bad people, or people who are stinking rich and don't share their money, and all of these kind of mindsets or paradigms that we've been, conditioned to believe. But if we are powerful, and we are powerful with integrity and with good intent, we can change the world. If we are abundant with good intent, we can change the world. We can give people jobs. We can help people. We can heal people. We can pay for things that they can't pay for and help them to uplift themselves until they're abundant. So being powerful and being abundant is vitally important and something that we should strive for. And we should not feel guilty for, even though we've been conditioned to feel guilty for wanting to be rich, for wanting to be abundant, for wanting to have the things that we love. That's not how it should be. For being powerful means that you are being abusive. Those are misconceptions. Being powerful means that you have the power to change things. If your intent is good and you're acting with integrity, being powerful is a beautiful thing. Being abundant is a beautiful thing. So don't shy away from it. Don't shy away from things that you love and things that you want to do. And if someone's not in line with that, or they're trying to drag you down, it's time to step away. And keep stepping away, keep stepping away. Keep only what is perfect for you, and that is all you will be left with. Okay, so keep the balance, the masculine and the feminine energies. This is saying to me that these are finally coming together. We've been talking about bring them in balance, bring them in balance, bring them in balance. And this is saying to me that this has happened, okay, to a large extent, that this balance has come in. And now we have this masculine and feminine duality. And this is stay true to yourself, be in your power. Don't worry about all the silly things we've been conditioned to worry about. Like who you are, what you do for a living, how much you earn, all of that kind of thing. It's irrelevant. It's whether you do what you love. And if you do what you love, I just saw 11:11 on the screen. I'm not even kidding. 11 minutes, 11 seconds. If you do what you love, then it's effortless. Then you never have to worry to ask people for your money. They never feel shortchanged because they can see that you're putting that love into whatever you do. And that is when things just become effortless from both sides. That is when you thrive, when you found your groove. So never stop looking for it. Never stop standing up for it. Never lose your focus of where you're going. Keep your eye on the ball at all times. Don't allow little things in life to distract you from your purpose and from what you want to achieve. What else we got? Cartouche, divine names of power. Oh, okay. This is very interesting as well. Sorry, can you see while I'm having a think about this? This is talking about your words having power. This is about positive affirmations. And again, people think, oh, this is so new age. This is all this silly stuff. But the way you speak to yourself, the way you speak to others, the words that you put out there are very, very important. Words do hold power. And you can be powerful with your words. You can be powerful with your words by showing compassion to somebody and saying, I've never had this happen to me before, but I'm very willing to listen and see if I can help you. You don't know what that sentence does for somebody, or don't worry, I will make time for you. You're not bothering me. I'm happy to help. Silly little things like that can change somebody's day. They can change them from being on the brink of destruction to actually knowing that there's hope. You can say something kind to a child that changes their lives forever and determines whether they grow up to be yucky people or really awesome people. You can also use this for yourself. Speak positively to yourself. Speak positively to your body if you're having issues with your physical body. Speak positively to yourself if you know that certain things that you say are poisoning your mind, poisoning your environment, hurting other people. Your words hold power, and once they've been spoken, they're out there. They create manifestation, and you can use them to create positively, or you can use them to create negatively. So be very careful with them and know that they are instruments of power. They're instruments of manifestation. Use them in your ritual, whatever it is. If you go and say your prayers are powerful. People wouldn't pray if they didn't believe their words didn't have some kind of power or some kind of effect. They wouldn't go to any kind of temple if they didn't feel that praying helped. Light a candle, set an intention, burn some incense, whatever you do, and put your words out there. And don't forget to send out words of gratitude. If you're wanting that abundance and that wholeness to come into your life, don't forget to say thank you for what you already have. And the more you send out, the more comes to you. That is so true, and it is such a simple thing. Please try it out. Okay. So I think all of you should do something tonight, even if you're not someone who, has the tendency to want to go and light some incense or a candle or whatever. Take a quiet moment and set an intention for yourself. You don't even have to say it out loud necessarily, but putting it out there, speaking And putting your words out there has a huge impact on your life. It creates. Words become things. Okay, words mold people. Words mold the future. Speeches people have said have changed history. There is great power in the spoken word. Okay, so please remember that. These are beautiful messages that have come through here. Okay, can you see them all nicely? Sort of. Alright, I'm going to ask my Earth Magic Oracle, who have become my go-tos on full moons and new moons, for also energy going out and coming in. It's nice to sometimes see the comparison between the two from the last time. Okay, Earth Magic Oracle, you all should know these by now. They're really lovely. So simple, but so lovely. And every time I see the cards, they have kind of a different meaning. So we're going to ask again if we can have some energies coming in and energies going out, and what advice they have for us. Okay, so can we have the energies moving out tonight with the full moon in Taurus, please? Ooh. One at a time, please. Energies going out tonight with the full moon in Taurus. Do those two really want to be there? There's three. Two, I'll accept. Three, it's pushing it sometimes. Okay, that one. Power. This is, power is a big thing here. Hey, tonight we've got ancient power mysteries. Power, lightning. We've got stay true and be in your power. Okay, for me, this is, with the energies going out, this is very heavy, sort of like forceful energies that we've had, maybe really traumatic experiences, maybe loss in some way, shape or form, whether it's a friendship or a person or, you know, a job, to bring up new jobs or new opportunities into your life, whatever it may be. I feel as if this is something that was very sudden. Things that happened that shocked us a little bit, or surprises that we had, and it was really like very monumental in our lives, and also instrumental in changing things. It's as if it had to come and shake things up a bit in order to bring change. I've used this expression a couple of times, but you know, I speak sometimes about having a bottle with sea sand and shells or something in it, and shaking it up and letting that all eventually settle again in a different way, so that you have something new, or it's created a new kind of mini little landscape there. And I feel as if this is the same kind of energy. This was here to shake things up, to get you moving, maybe to push you to take that leap of faith, or whatever it was that you needed to do to push yourself. Maybe you needed to wake up one morning and realize, hey, you know, I've got to get my backside into gear because this and that and the next thing. Or I have to start something before it's too late. Or I've procrastinated too long with something. So I think we've had a couple of wake-up calls with little things that could be mild, that could be drastic. But I think that these kind of pushes all the time have been fantastic. But I think that they are calming down a little bit. They are... they're going to settle down now. They're moving out. Okay, that's very interesting. Are we going to do another one? Yes, please. Whoops. Really? I'm going to take that one. Ancient healing wisdom. Okay, we had this last time as well. This was about ancestral karma, we spoke about, and learning from our ancestors, ancient healing modalities. So if you've been doing a lot of healing, looking into a lot of things like, you know, Reiki, balancing your chakras, meditation, all of that kind of thing. I think there's been a great concentration on it. Maybe some of you have gone into sacred medicines like Kambo, Changa, ayahuasca. I think maybe you are coming out of really profound experiences and beautiful things that have happened that have helped you to learn, and you've gained wisdom. And I think this also, I'm getting that this is acknowledgement to say that some of you really have gone through a rite of passage, and you've got the go ahead, you've got your seal, you've got your stamp of approval to elevate yourself to the next level. In whatever way, shape, or form this could be, you could have used essential oils for the first time in your bath and had like a really awesome, relaxing period where you just let your mind go and you got a good idea. It can be that subtle, or it could be really something like, going on an ayahuasca experience and a retreat and all of that. Whatever it is for you, whatever worked for you, as subtle as it needed to be or as profound as it needed to be. I think that this card is saying to me that some people really have sort of just edged now over that crossroads they were at and are at some kind of a threshold where they're going through into another state of being or another level of consciousness. Okay, like I said, this is like a leveling up and some wisdom that has been gained here. I'm just going to wait for our airplane to go over. Okay, I feel like I need to shuffle once. Twice. That was a bad one. Okay, so energy coming in for the full moon in Taurus. What energy is coming in tonight, please? Creation. Wonderful, 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 because this moon is all about manifestation. Your dreams coming true. Creation and manifestation are one and the same, and this is about infinite possibilities. Please don't ever limit yourself according to what you've learned in your life. Humble yourself and realize you can only give yourself the options according to your very short experience in your short lifespan and the limited things that you've experienced thus far. Don't limit yourself. Don't put those boundaries on yourself. Say, universe, show me, because I know there are unlimited, limitless possibilities, infinite possibilities. Let me open myself up to every single possibility that there is and show me what's there. So try and control less, try and take your hands off the steering wheel, so to speak, and the old saying of like, let go and let God, that's what you need to do. Live your dreams, imagine them. When you're trying to manifest, imagine yourself there. If you manifesting a new car, imagine yourself getting into the car, putting your hands around the steering wheel, sitting on the seat, smelling the new upholstery, playing with the buttons, putting on the radio. Put yourself in that place and get that elevated emotion that matches with it. How would you feel? How elated would you feel and excited, and that sense of accomplishment that you've managed to buy your car? That's what you need to do when you manifest. It has to be your imagination taking you to that level, and there's got to be an emotion that matches up with it. Your body doesn't know the difference. When it feels an emotion, it takes for granted that is actually happening, and that is how you bridge the gap between the future and now. You do that little time jump when you actually get your body to feel that, and your brain thinks, oh, this is really happening, this is so cool, this is in my reality. And that's when things literally start coming into your reality. So this is about manifestation, which is what this is all about. It's about dreams coming true, things that you've been working on and dreaming about for a long time. For a lot of you, is all of a sudden going to come to fruition. You're going to be given the opportunities, or doors are going to open for you that are going to make it happen. Things are going to happen that are going to remove blocks and suddenly show you the way forward and give you the means to do whatever that is. Okay. Create. Don't be shy to create. Don't think that you're stretching your imagination too far. Anything is possible. Bring it into your reality. We're superhuman beings. We really can do this. We have the ability to do that through our minds. We can create through our imagination. So please harness that. Use it. try it, and stop limiting yourself according to, oh, well, I know what's going to happen because this has happened before, or according to this book, these are the options. We don't know enough to make those kind of decisions. There are infinite possibilities and they have not all been written down yet. Okay, just open yourself up and see what comes. And you may get some really amazing surprises. Okay, that was a long channeling session. Okay. What else is coming in tonight with the full moon in Taurus, please? Ah, beautiful. Okay. This is something that we're going through together, you know, because we've got this card about the collective energies. We've got the Dreamtime card, and now we have Vision Quest. Vision Quest is about going on your spiritual journey. It's about, you know, the Vision Quest was from predominantly, you know, we've heard about Native American culture and that kind of thing, but a lot of the native tribes used to send the young men out and leave them out in the wilderness, and they either survived or they didn't. They had to make do with what they had. They needed to survive, they needed to get by, and if they made their way back to the village or to the tribe or whatever it was, they had earned their rite of passage. Okay. And this is it. You've been through some trials and tribulations. I'm not saying they're all over, but you now understand that certain things happen because they are lessons, and in hindsight later on they actually are blessings, because that knowledge that can be gained through doing hard things and going through hard things is invaluable, and it's imperative that we have them. Those are the keys to opening and unlocking certain parts of ourselves and parts of our lives. So this Vision Quest is so, so important, and this is what is coming in right now. This is what we're going to realize and what we're going to actually appreciate. Okay, we may feel like we've been left out in the dark a little bit, and maybe we've gone through really, really tough times emotionally, maybe psychologically, maybe even physically. Some people have a physical purge when they go through things like this, but this has been a cleansing period, and this is now about your manifestation. This is about you being on your spiritual journey, where we've been on this very, very earth-based, you know, 3D kind of journey for a long time. Work, eat, sleep, entertain me. And now things are going deeper and deeper and deeper, and we're in this Vision Quest where we're actually learning and experiencing and tasting life and remembering where we come from and remembering why we're here and getting more connected with these kind of things. So this is really beautiful. Okay, so let us then ask, what is the best advice that they have for us on this full moon in Taurus? If we can have some advice on what to do or what we need to know right now, please. There's one. Okay. Summer solstice, radiance. You know, this is the same thing here. Be in your power. This is a very, very strong message. It cannot be more reiterated than this. Stand in your power, be radiant, be powerful, be that warm energy, be somebody else's light. This is also about things being revealed. Okay, so maybe you're revealing things about yourself. Maybe once you have this kind of balance coming in, you're going to really feel more powerful, feel a lot more energetic, feel radiant, illuminated. The minute you have this kind of balance, it's amazing, because you just start exuding this kind of confidence and positive energy. It's really, really beautiful. This is wonderful that this is coming into our lives now. It doesn't have to literally be the summer solstice. This is saying that you've come out of a very tumultuous time, okay, and you've gone through like a winter of your life where we've gone through a lot of tough times over the past couple of years. So many people have said everything's been so tough, and 2019's had its good points, but there have been tough points too. But I think we're now at a spiritually mature level where we can actually realize that our experiences are all lessons of some sort, and they are vitally important. Okay, so this is really, really lovely. Alright, let's see what else we got. I don't know why, I feel like I know they look all lovely and symmetrical, but there's definitely another card. That's two, so I'm not going to take that one. I feel as if there's another one of these, please. Maybe we need to make its place. Okay. What belongs here? What advice do you have for us for the full moon in Taurus tonight, please? What do we need to know the most right now? Last card. We got two. Okay, I'm going to take them both. We've got strength. Strength and power. Power, power, power. We've got three that say power there. And yes, strength is slightly different. I feel as if this is saying to us we need a little bit more strength to carry on to get to that last pinnacle. I don't know if you looked at the previous reading I did on Monday, but this was about reaching that pinnacle, reaching that point, so that, you know, doing the last stretch so that you can get to the peak and you can look down and see everything that you've achieved. All your hard work is going to be so worth it, because you're going to look at from the top and see this breathtaking view and think, look at what I've done. This was so worth it. This is so beautiful. Okay, so if you've got a few couple of, oh my goodness, good English, Shereen. If you have a couple of little obstacles or things that you're working on at the moment that still seem like, you know, quite a climb, things that you need to work on and you need to achieve, and they a bit of a challenge, just know that you're almost there. And when you look down from the top, it's going to be breathtaking, and it's just going to be so worth it. Okay, this is what this is saying. This speaks to me very, very deeply personally right now. Very deeply. Okay, and this is our last card. Vigilance. Alright. Vigilance goes with a strength card. And with the vision quest. I feel as if on this quest that you're on, or that we're on at the moment, we need to be vigilant. We need to watch out for signs. We need to watch out for these synchronicities. We need to be very strong in the decisions that we make. Don't half-ass anything. Don't just say, oh, well, whatever. Don't be like that. Live with intention. Live with intent. Do things intentionally. Get up and have a beautiful day intentionally. Get up and achieve one thing that you needed to intentionally that day. Speak with your words intentionally, so that you say the right things and you're kind to other people and you're kind to yourself. Change the energy around you through every act that you do. Okay? Do things with intent. Be vigilant about how you do things, how you behave, and the steps that you take and the decisions that you make, because ultimately these are going to be what is going to get you to the top of this mountain. And having that vigilance and remembering to have it is a strength within itself. Be very aware of what's around you. Look at the synchronicities. If you ask for signs, make sure that you are vigilant, that you're watching out for them, and that you there, you know what I mean, you're conscious and you're actually with it and you mean it, and you're on the same level, and you really are on purpose. Be on purpose with what you're doing. Let's not just live one day at a time and say, oh, I wish it was Friday and I hate today, I wish it was over. Be watching out for things and be using those things that are around you to further your purpose. Okay, so this is saying watch for signs, watch for synchronicities, watch for opportunities, watch for people that come into your life and offer you things, watch for places you end up being, maybe not accidentally. Be aware of what's going on around you. I also feel like if you haven't been meditating enough, or sort of just having enough quiet time so that things can come to you, you need to do that. You see how still and quiet everything is here? You need that sometimes, and that's what's going to help you sort of see what you need to see, and hear what you need to hear, and experience what you need to experience. Okay, let's do our famous Spirit Oracle and see what that gives us today. Then we're going to do this. Don't really want to disrupt the other cards. Sometimes not so easy. Okay, I'm just going to see what general messages we can get today, please. What do we need to know today? What are our general messages to close off the reading for the full moon in Taurus? I hope it helps you guys that I do these earlier in the day so that you can actually apply certain things if you want to by the evening. Passion. This is, for me, somebody that is being their true selves. This is about following your passion. This is about being in tune with yourself. And the minute we do that, we attract similar energies. This is about fiery, passionate energy. This is about being really into what you're doing and doing it with meaning and doing something that you love that gives us really, really strong kind of energy. And it's about thoughts and ideas as well that you need to implement and really take action on. Okay. This is about standing in your power as well and doing things you're passionate about that just align you with who you need to be, what you need to do. And this is what brings this safe power that I was talking about as well. Let's see what this is. Okay, I knew it was going to have something to do with love as well and sexual energy. Love, sexual energy, passion aroused, a vital life force. Kundalini, the sun, giver of life and strength. Okay. New infusion of energy, something beyond your control. That's what we've been talking about when I said creation. Open yourself up to other things. That you don't always have to control the situation all the time. Allow the universe to have some input and to show you what is possible. Okay, so something beyond your control. Surrender. Alright, that's actually quite cool. Oh, wrong one. Okay, what other message do you have for us, please? What else do we need to know today for full moon in Taurus? Okay, I wanted 3 and I think I'm going to take those 2. Oh, there's 3. Alright, I'm going to take them. Okay, alchemy. This is about the balance. Do you see this that I was talking about? This is also, you know what alchemists do? They change base metal into gold or silver. They create magic. They're magicians in a sense. And this is about, again, your creation, your manifestation. Making things possible that seem impossible. This is connecting to yourself. Meditation. Connecting to your higher self and that connection. Seeing all aspects of yourself. Loving all aspects of yourself. And creating things and manifesting things because you know you can. This is about this power that you know that you are a manifester. And you can make your life whatever it is that you want to make your life. You just need to get connected again to the source. That's what we've lost out on. That's what I said. Over the past couple of years, we really have become so consumer driven and so 3D that we sort of lost ourselves. And thank goodness this spiritual awakening has come. Okay, so let's see what it says. Your inner light shines when you are at peace with yourself and the world around you. Let go of the struggle and feel the beauty inside you. Allow all to just be, and just be you. Okay, I think we've actually spoken about that quite extensively. And again, that says surrender, allow all just to be. Just let it be. Let go of the struggle and feel the beauty inside you. Okay. That's lovely. Okay, we've had this one before. This is what I was going to say here as well. Sacred knowledge. You see this? This is like the pineal gland or your third eye. This is what this reminds me about. Being very, very connected to spirit, to ourselves, our higher selves. Getting our rhythm and our synchronicity back, and the sacred knowledge. It's also this ancient healing wisdom. This is something that we've learnt. Okay. Ancient and sacred knowledge is waiting within the heart of the earth, yearning to be discovered. Crystals hold the key. Connect energetically with the earth and her crystal realm. Healing, love, and abundance result. Alright, try that out if you have never done that, especially for people. There's a lot of people who are working on their self-expression, and this energy that's been around lately has affected our throat chakra. So a lot of people have had to clear their throats all the time, or they've got tonsillitis, they've had pharyngitis, laryngitis, lost their voices. This is when you don't feel heard, or you're not able to speak your truth. If you're experiencing that, try blue lace agate and see what happens, and maybe experiment with this, just clearing of negative energy, whether it's with black tourmaline or any of the black stones, or you use selenite, whatever it is. Maybe experiment with a couple of things and see. If you're not into it, give it a try and see what happens. There's also beautiful stones that can ground you as well, which can be very, very helpful. There's stones that can give you ambition. There's stones that can make you vigilant and give you strength and help you to stand in your power and make good decisions and use your words. Okay, if you're battling to do that and there's throat chakra things going on, something in your throat energy center, please take note of that. I'd love to know if any of you are experiencing this. If you wouldn't mind commenting, that would be awesome. It would be very interesting to see, because I've seen a lot of those kind of comments lately. Okay, and finally, we have free will. If someone had a specific question that they want answered tonight, okay? Don't necessarily think of one now, but if you had one in your mind, this is giving an answer to whoever needs this, okay? And it says here, the answer to your question is no. Yet, remember, you have free will. You are free to make your own decisions. Just remember that you need to take responsibility for any choice you make. Meditate and see what your heart says. Alright, that's what I've been saying about get to that quiet space, connect. The answers are all within yourself. They're available to you, okay, at all times. We just need to realize that and act upon it and actually use it to our benefit. Okay, ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for joining me. I wish you a beautiful full moon further. I'm going to be doing my full moon energy work tonight. There will probably still be time once you see this video. My cutoff is going to be 8 o'clock Central African time tonight for those last bookings that I'm going to take. The one from last night as well, if anybody was involved in that or watching it. Unfortunately, I did get a bit rained out, so what I'm going to be doing is relighting it tonight, which definitely doesn't diminish its energy, and we're going to see how crazy that gets. And if it does get crazy, I'm going to go live on Instagram with that. So keep an eye out. Also, if you would like to connect with me, please go to eiroasis.com. It's E-I-R, named after the Norse goddess of healing. E-I-R-O-ASIS, all one word, .com. And you can always email me or connect with me on Instagram, Facebook. I'm on Reddit. I will leave a link there that says Linktree at the bottom that will link you to all of those, and also for the bookings through my Etsy shop if you would like to. I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful full moon. I wish you all this abundance and beautiful energy. Be vigilant, stay strong. You're almost at the top of the mountain, and take care. Much love. Bye bye.